So I've just had the best week of my life. Yes, I was at the Ryder Cup, but you'll know that if you followed any of my social media feeds over the last week or unfollowed me due to the relentless amount of stuff I was posting. I'm gonna have a little roundup. Keep watching. Okay, so I did hint there that it was one of the best weeks of my life. Apart from a wedding and my children being born, I would say it is right up there. What an atmosphere. You must have watched it on television. You must have seen everybody's social media posts and seen the way that, from certainly on my behalf, from Thursday lunchtime, it was one big party. The opening ceremony, everyone got to go there brilliantly. The party started in France at about 2 o'clock that day, despite the opening ceremony coming on television at about 4:35 o'clock. Lots of new friends, lots of new acquaintances, American fans, British fans, European fans, all mixing together well. Brexit, what? This was Europe standing together. It was fantastic. And everyone getting on, superb excited for what was to come with the matches. Friday morning, I joined in the race to the first tee. Yes, first buses at 4 o'clock in the morning. Got to the Le Golf National for around 5:30. The gates opened at 6:30. It was a race. From there, I Stravaed it on my watch. It was exactly a mile from the entrance gates and security, which was very impressive, by the way, all the way to that main grandstand. Sure enough, I managed to outdo it. Got a 7:30 personal best for the mile and got myself on one of the best seats in the house on day one, Friday morning, just behind the Guardians of the Cup, and I'm sure you'll have seen them just there. The party started again then, loads of singing, loads of chants, all in good spirits. There's been a few comments in the press about the boos. The boos were all part of the pantomime, I have to say. It was well taken on all behalf, and the players were getting involved with it as well on both sides. So once again, please, if you've read it in the press that it was negative and the boos weren't great, it was pantomime stuff, that is all. Friday lunchtime though, 3-1 down, the spirit had dropped. Friday afternoon, the guys got it back together in the first ever whitewash. You know that by now. But the pairing of Molinari and Fleetwood absolutely smashed it. They were the key pairing. And the European team spirit was really evident. The fact that the guys were celebrating together, it's come out lately. The Americans weren't in such a good place. Bit of backroom troubles with Dustin Johnson and Brooks Koepka on the flight on the way out, I believe. Also problems with Patrick Reed and Jordan Spieth. That's not what they want on the Ryder Cup week, that is for sure. The amazing camaraderie with the European team, and it was evident yet again. Bromances, pals, high-fiving, getting involved, the hugs, kisses, that kind of thing. And that's just the players, never mind the fans. It was all going amazingly well on Friday night. Saturday morning, we did the race again. We did the race to the first tee. Even better organised this time. Got in a great place again. Watched them all tee off. And then on Sunday, we went and got a great viewpoint. Halfway down the second hole, you can see the whole of the first hole, for a second tee shot, second green. Have a little look at this video as well. I took this of the crowds being drummed up by the marshals. So we know how the event went. I'm not going to tell you much about that. What I would like to say is behind the scenes everything was fantastically well organised. What a host venue. The players were engaging on day one, on the practice day. We got the players signing hats. We've got Justin Rose and Frankie Molinari's signatures on here. I did actually give Rory McIlroy my golf shoe, passed it to him. It was quite fresh, to be fair, and he just walked away, pushed it out of the way, said no thanks, which was great. Again, all in good spirit. Poulter came over quite close to us, had a bit of a chat, and you can see the spirits were high, but the golf wasn't great, and I was fearing the worst, to be honest. This is the strongest American side in Ryder Cup history. 10 of their players in the top 17, 6 in the top 10 in the world versus 4 of the Europeans. However, this was the biggie. The only player from the American side to have come and played in the French Open on the Golf National their highest point scorer, Justin Thomas. Well, there you go. He scored 4 points. And you know what? He deserved it. He put the effort in. He came and played the course. Europeans had all played it quite a lot. And it was evident. The course was brutal. The rough was this deep. Got my foot in it a few times and lost his shoe. It was brutal. And the European team negotiated their way around the course far better than the Americans. In my opinion, the Europeans played the course. The Americans played the man. And that's where it went wrong. It was a downhill slide from Friday lunchtime. Whilst I was there, I did take quite a bit of footage. So I'm going to put together my Ryder Cup roundup video. This is just part and a little glimpse of what I saw whilst I was there, and a few little pieces here. But essentially, my feedback from the event: well run, awesome party. The crowd and the fans were in great voice, as you'll have heard, but nothing was meant maliciously. The players got involved as well, and the best team, not the best group of individual players, but the best team won. So, one thing I noticed the players doing, I've got 130-yard par 3 here, I've got a little 9-iron. Something we saw quite a lot was this hip spinning out of the way, the hand staying passive through the shot. Players wanting to create that nice late strike and late squeeze on the ball. I just thought I'd talk you through what you might have seen there. So you can see Rose, quite a few of the players doing this with their practice swing. It's not bringing the club over the top, it's making sure the left hip clears out of the way. I'll hit a shot doing it. So from the top of my backswing, all I'm thinking here is left hip. You can see I'm just pulling that left hip out of the way. Gives me a nice straight strike, that's not bad at all, towards the pin there. It keeps that blade nice and square. It allows the left hand to lead through impact, gives that nice downward compression on the ball. If you want to learn a little bit more about that, by all means comment below and I'll get in touch and I'll tell you what to do. But the key, you'll see a lot of tour players are working, a lot of the Ryder Cup players are working on that left hip rotation. Very, very important to get that clean, pure strike. Okay, back to some news here at St Anne's Links. So Saturday's competition winner was Carl McKeown with a 70, and Carl's picked up his brand new Titleist TS3 driver on Thursday and then went and won the Saturday competition with it. That is a quick hit, a quick reward. Quite a few custom fits of these already. If you do want to get custom fitted, we've got the full custom fit kit down at the Golf Academy, and we can also do the fittings here at St Anne's Links. This is the driver that I've been sent from Titleist. This is the TS2. Like I've said in previous videos, it sits very square. I feel like I can hit it really, really straight, and I'm looking forward to giving this a good try over the next few weeks now I'm back. Also, in other members' news, the presentation evening is now on the afternoon of the Sunday of the Tournament of Champions, Sunday the 14th of October. So the trophy winners are invited to come along to that. Most of you are playing in the Tournament of Champions anyway. It'd be great to see you along. There was a drink behind the bar from me to those of you that are qualified. Gents teeing off from 9:30 till around 11, and the ladies teeing off from 11 onwards. But we will be doing the presentation evening in the afternoon of Tournament Champions Sunday. During the time I've been away, Johnny's mentioned to me that we are losing a few tokens here on the practice ground at St Anne's Links. So if you've got tokens in your golf bag, tokens in your pockets, please can I ask you to turn them out and bring them back in. We've got a token amnesty. Bring them in over the weekend if you will. Just help us make sure that range works for members over the winter. That is about all from me this week. Lots of new products arriving in both stores. The winter collections are here from Galvin Green, Under Armour. Awesome jackets. This jacket from JL is my favourite. Make sure you pop into the stores and have a little look at them. A few promotions going on in the next few weeks as well. But that is it from me. Keep watching. If you're a subscriber, thank you very much. If you haven't subscribed, hit the thumbs up button and give us a little subscribe as well. Share these around. Hit the notifications bell to make sure you don't miss out on any giveaways. And on the theme of giveaways, I've brought a bundle of memorabilia back from the Ryder Cup, and I will be doing some giveaways in the next few weeks. You've got to be in it to win it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all soon.